up? It's Black. Checking in with my brother Omah live in Nigeria right now. This is actually our first time even doing anything virtual at
Mm,
all. We have a song together that you allowed me to take part of. Thank you for that. And
thank you.
really, I just want to say, what's up, man? How you feeling? How you been?
I'm good. I'm good. I've been working on my album, so it's been a lot of off season for me.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, but man, glad talking to you, man. I mean, it's amazing. Never had time to. I didn't even know how it was gonna feel like talking to you for the first time,
yeah.
but it's amazing, man. It's natural.
No, it's mutual, man. It's mutual, man. I thank you for even like allowing me to do this. This is my first time ever even interviewing anybody, so I'm glad that the
Oh, for
first
real,
time.
man.
Yeah. I'm glad the first time I get to interview somebody is definitely you. So really, I just want to like celebrate Afrobeats music while we had this conversation. I want to talk about like what you've been into and how you feel about the scene and how it's been. My first question is really just like with everything blowing up right now in Afrobeats music, like how do you feel about the scene becoming like such a prominent thing?
I think it's amazing. I feel great. I feel blessed to actually be a part of the movement, you know. Uh at the end it's actually African music like to the world, man. So somehow I feel like it's just time, you know, everything it's time, and I think the time is perfect and it's happening right now because it is the time. And
Right.
one more time, I'm actually grateful and blessed to actually be part of one of the persons that's actually part of the movement. So yeah.
Okay. No, I agree, man. I think that, for me outside looking in, it's been an amazing thing to watch because I've been a fan of Afrobeats for so long. And I think that it was in a space where, a lot of people did their take on it, but it wasn't until everybody stepped up and claimed it and said, wait a minute, like this is ours. And it can be imitated, but it can't be duplicated. And to see like the wave of artists that have come out in the last couple of years, man, it's been super exciting. So yeah. Next, I'm gonna ask you. It might be a simple question, but I think that it's important to establish it.
Okay.
Where are you originally from?
I'm from Nigeria. I'm from somewhere called River State. I grew up in River State, Port Harcourt precisely.
Mm.
That's where I'm from. It's actually the water part of Nigeria, like that is the southern part of Nigeria. Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Okay, and what would you say is there like a music scene there specifically, or would you
Yeah,
say
yeah,
it's
yeah. Yeah, actually, there is actually a music scene. That's the same place Burna Boy is from. Burna Boy
okay?
is from the same place. Yeah. So, yeah, so far, I wouldn't say it is actually like the hub of entertainment in Nigeria. The hub is
Right.
actually Lagos, but so far, like we got talents, we got super talents over
Right.
there in Port Harcourt. I mean, Burna Boy came from there, I came from there.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's working.
Definitely. Okay. Next I'll just ask like, are there anybody? It could be present. It could be Nigerian. It could be American. It could be people from the past. Are there any artists that just inspired you in general to
Yeah,
take
yeah,
music
yeah,
seriously?
yeah. Honestly, man, I listened to you for a long time, man. I listened to you for a long time, bro. For a long time. And I also listen to Drake.
Yeah.
I listen to Post Malone a
Hmm.
lot. And I listen to Whiskey, Burna Boy. These guys actually, you guys actually like are part of the reason why I'm here. I mean, if it wasn't for the time I listened to your songs, I don't know if I would have ever been on my leg. So yeah,
I
man.
appreciate that, man. That's beautiful, man. And just know it's always mutual, bro. Like the
For
thing that you do with melody and with words and with sounds is special to you. And nah, like if I remember the first time I heard it, I think I was watching something random. I think I was watching like a stream live show that I did. And
okay.
like right before we jumped into the live show, I was just randomly on YouTube and I had heard Damn for the first time.
For
And
real?
I was like, everybody in the house is like, all right, this is kind of hard, man. I'm like, where this coming from? And I did my research that day. I think I might have hit you like in the same 24 hours. Like soon as I saw
Yeah.
it, I hit you.
Oh,
And
man, it was amazing, man. When I saw the text, when I saw the DM, I was like, Black. No, my manager actually called me. He said, Yo, Black is in your DM. I'm like, are you for real? Like, I think at the time that came, it was like I wasn't expecting it because like that was my first project. Get Lit was my first project. Like
Mhm.
everything happened so fast. Like having a collaboration with you was actually like was the peak of it. So yeah, man, love, bro, love
Yeah,
100.
man. And to speak a little bit more on that record, man, I think that has always been super important for us to figure out ways to bridge like our communities and to bridge our music and to figure out ways to like amplify each other's voice. Like I know that people have always looked at American music as like the forefront for so long, but for me it's like I get to be invited into your world and I get to have my voice carried over into a new place when you allow me into your space and vice versa. It's like we get to share communities. We get to like allow people to find out about you for the first time or to find out about me for the first time. So it's been super dope, man. It's been super dope. Are there any like up and coming or new artists over there that you been listening to? I'm always big on just like finding something new. So
Yeah, lately I've been listening to Ruga. There's this new boy, Ruga.
mhm.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I mess with the sound a lot. It's actually,
Yeah,
he's actually dope. He's super dope.
okay,
Uh, I've been finding him like, he's been inspiring me. Like, I mean, he's different. And
yeah,
I've been listening to him a lot. Yeah, Ruga,
nice,
that's the only person I can remember right now. But
okay,
definitely
nice.
there are a lot of upcoming Afrobeat artists. But so far, the only person I can remember that I listened to recently was Ruga.
Ruger,
Yeah,
I'm gonna check it
you
out.
should check him out. Yeah, check him out, man. He's
Okay,
good. He's dope.
all right. Next thing is, have you had any live performances since COVID?
Live performances. Um,
And if you haven't, are
no,
you
no.
excited to like get out and do some shows soon, some tours?
Oh, definitely, man. Definitely, man. I can't even wait, man. I'm supposed to come to the States. Like, I'm supposed to have like, man, the whole COVID thing, it messed the world up. I mean, it
Yeah.
was, I mean, that's the worst thing that ever happened to the world.
Mm.
Uh, uh, nothing good actually came out of COVID. But I know I came out during COVID. I'm good.
Yeah, I was about to say that was my next question. I was about to say like what was your creative process like during COVID? Do you
Um,
feel like you made a lot of work?
Yeah, actually, I had all the time in the world to actually put my words together, put my melodies together, and
Yeah.
actually calculate what I want to do and what I don't want to do.
Mm.
Yeah, and I think creatively it helped me, but apart from that, I can't ever give credit to COVID. COVID didn't do anything good to the world, man. Never.
Uh, No, I can definitely relate, man. I think that we all kind of went through similar things to where like, we might have had like creative bursts and creative moments, but for sure it was a time where we kind of suffered a lot and we lost a lot of people and we were tested in our regular lives, but I think the important thing is we've all figured a way to like make it out safe or at least start to make it out safe. And hopefully we can get back to doing some shows and some touring soon because I'm definitely trying to pop out at a show. Definitely. Okay, what do you think about music as a whole right now? Like, are you a fan of where it's headed? Do you think it has room to grow? How do you feel about just like the music scene in general?
Oh yeah, I feel like I feel like it's actually growing. I mean, when at the time when I was growing up, I used to buy CDs.
Mhm.
Honestly, it used to be I used to buy CDs, but now like I could just go online and
Yeah,
get the record. Like I could go on Apple Music, Spotify.
streaming, yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I could go on Spotify, I can go on YouTube. And then so I think actually there's growth, and I love it. And I know the next generation is gonna actually, is gonna do better.
yeah.
But so far, where I am right now with music, I think it's a good place, and I'm really really grateful that I'm here. I'm here. I wasn't there, so yeah.
Yeah, no, the accessibility is super important because that's how people like me are even able to connect. Like, if there wasn't a Spotify or if there wasn't like a big streaming platform to make music that easy for us to get, it'll be harder to find. We wouldn't even be able to make connections. Like I said, I was just randomly searching on the internet when I stumbled on your music, and that was a blessing in itself because from that,
Man, Spotify makes it super easy, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Spotify makes it super easy. Like, I mean, I find more artists on Spotify than I ever find on anywhere else. Like,
mm,
if like almost everybody I discovered them on Spotify. Like maybe other platform was like just listen, but when
Right.
it's actually discovering new artists and finding something special and new, it's always Spotify.
You've been featured on Spotify's African Heat playlist. I wanted to know how you feel about it, how you feel about its impact, and just talk a little bit about like your relationship and connection with Spotify.
Uh, yeah, Spotify actually being like even before it came to Nigeria, we recently got Spotify like in Nigeria, but even way before it came to Nigeria, like Spotify had actually been like um um they've actually been like, I don't know the right word, but Spotify had actually played a very big role in my career. You know, a lot of people discovered me from Spotify.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people discovered me from Spotify, and and that's big, man. That's big. I think so far, what Spotify has been doing for Afrobeat, uh, it's a blessing. It's a blessing, man. I
Yeah,
can't lie, it's a blessing. That's the best word I could use right now. That's the best word I could think of right now. But so far, Spotify has been a huge part of the growth of Afrobeat. Yeah,
yeah, no,
that's fact.
it's really dope to have companies just like put their energy behind just like pushing people and like levitating our platform. It's like you do so much by being yourself and you inspire people so much just by like making the music you make. But when you're able to have something that amplifies your voice and when people are able to like easily find it and click it and find it in a playlist and listen to it for the first time, it just makes it all that much better. You are on this African Heat playlist multiple times, and I think obviously it's because you have multiple bangers. You got multiple jams. But yeah, like how do you feel about like the volume, like the amount of times that that you're listed on this playlist, and yeah, just in general, like how do you feel about like having that much of an impact?
Uh, Man, I don't even know how to describe the feeling, but it's huge, man. It's huge. And coming from where I came from, and starting at the time, calculating from the time that I started making music and seeing all of these, man, I can't even express how much. I can't even express how much. Man, I don't have no words to actually describe the
Yeah,
feeling, but
because one is dope. Two is
because
two
yeah, I
is
mean,
cool.
yeah, you feel me,
Three
right?
is crazy. If you got about four on there, then you on the run. You on the
Yeah,
run.
like, man, it's crazy, man. And I really appreciate it. I appreciate the support. I appreciate everything that Spotify has been doing for Afrobeat. Um, one love, man. Love forever. Spotify, big shout out. I love you guys 100.
When did you first start feeling like you were getting into music? Like around what age do you think, or how long have you been into it?
Yeah, I've been a music producer for a long time, a very long time. I was a music producer. I was only making beats for like 4 years. For
Uh,
like, yeah. So, and then I popped out last year, May 22nd. Last year was when I dropped my first project, Get Late. So I would calculate it to like 5 years, 6 years ago. I was, yeah, 5 years, 6 years ago was when I actually felt like, okay, yeah, I was doing this. Way before then, I was writing poems. I
yeah,
was, I was up and running, listening to all the hip hop music I could listen to in the world. But when I actually kickstarted was when I became a music producer, and that was like 4, 5 years ago. And then when I actually made my first record was like last year when I made, oh no, 2019 when I made Do Not Disturb Hello Brother. And then last year I made Bad Influence, and that was the start for me.
that's a flawless start. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, my first couple mixtapes, I'm not playing those for nobody. That was a long time
I
ago.
feel you. I feel you. We all have that part, though.
I guess what are you working on next? Like what's on the horizon?
My album is taking a lot of, it's taking everything that I have right now, and I'm actually like, I'm in a place right now where I never been here before. I never worked on an album before, so um, it's a new experience. Um, it's a lot, but I'm
Yeah.
working on my album, and I know it's gonna come out really good. Um, as a new version of me, and I can't wait to share with the world.
This is kind of just separate, but how did you feel the moment when Burna Boy won his Grammy? I think that was
Oh, that
a
was
good
big, man.
statement.
That was big. That was big for Afrobeat. That was big for Africa, as a matter of fact. I think that's like the first time any Afrobeat artist ever won like a Grammy. I think that was the first time. I don't know, maybe I'll go back and do my research.
Yeah,
But that was really big, man. At the time it came, I mean, it's actually, and you know, it is actually like it was a motivation for us. It was actually like he was opening the door for the young kids. Like
yeah,
it is in reality now that an African, like a Nigerian musician could win a Grammy. You know, it didn't look like it didn't look like reality, but he showed
yeah,
us that it's possible. So yeah, man, it was
yeah.
big.
No,
Celebrated with
beautiful.
him. He's my brother. We came from the same place, and yeah, I mean, I felt like I won the Grammy, man, when he
Yeah,
won it. So
that's a
yeah,
beautiful moment, man. You know, I've
big.
been every time I kind of like put people onto your music and put people onto just like the different artists from out there. I'm just kind of like championing it. Like like these, they got a swag, they got a cadence, they got a melody, they got a vocabulary, they got an identity that is so direct and is so immediate, and it makes you want to move. And even if it's a song about like heartbreak, it still makes you want to move in some kind of way. I'm just like I'm really the hugest fan of you, man. Really the hugest fan of the whole entire scene, man. I'll say it for the rest of my life.
Thank you, man. Thank
Already.
you. Love, bro.
What
So
are we
far,
working on next? You know,
yeah, man.
what we working
Yeah,
on?
man, definitely. I've been thinking, if I want to put somebody else, like, if I want to do a collaboration, an international collaboration next, man, I want to do another one with you, man.
That'd be
Definitely.
hard.
Yeah, I want to do another one with you. I want to do with Justin Bieber. I would love that.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
That'd be
so
crazy.
far, man. So yeah, man, you're a blessing to me, bro.
Oh, thank
Honestly,
you, man.
man, I love that you came through for me at the time you did. Um, I appreciate that so much, man. And I love
Come
you. I
on.
love your music, man. You touched me. You made me do this thing, man. So actually coming back and making a record with you is
Yeah.
like, yeah, you feel me,
Nah,
right?
it does the same thing, bro. I'm telling you, like that mutual like
Mm-hmm.
respect, man. It's something that like even for you it's a start, and for me it's like a where I'm at right now. I always need something fresh to feel inspired and to feel excited again. And while I'm working on my album, it's been one of them things that like just gives me inspiration. I'm like, oh, if I love this song so much, if I love his project so much, how do I make another project or another song that I love that I feel good about? It's just like inspo. It puts a battery in your back when you see people doing uh just being themselves. Like it makes you want to be your best self. So it's definitely mutual, man. That was a pretty easy conversation. First conversation with my brother, man. Just bigging up Afrobeats music, bigging up the African Heat playlist, and everything that you've accomplished so far. I know that we are only in the very beginning of your career, so it's a lot more to come. It's a lot more surprises. It's a lot more listings on these playlists. It's a lot more albums. It's a lot more collaborations.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, no, I want to thank you for taking the time to talk. And it's been love. It's been mutual. It'll always be mutual. If you ever need anything, I got you.
I
So
love you, bro. I love you. Thank you for actually having me too tonight. Thank you, man. One love.
peace, man. Bless.
Thank you.